Yo, so imagine being a kid home alone, nobody in the house. You're sitting on the family computer in the home office, researching stuff you probably shouldn't be researching. Not because you're trying to be evil, but you're just curious. Logos, symbols, dark imagery, how the devil is depicted. And you know how curiosity works sometimes. One search turns into another, and then one image turns into a whole rabbit hole. And before you know it, the whole vibe starts to feel off. So after a while, this kid stops, he clears the browser history, he turns off the computer, and he starts walking down the hallway. Now, remember, he is home alone. There's no TV blasting, no people talking, nobody else is there. He was walking down the hallway, and out of nowhere, he hears a loud voice call his name from inside his room. Not a thought, not a whisper, a voice calling his name from the room. Bro said he ran outside until he could cool down. And honestly, I don't blame him, because what do you even do with that? Now, some people might say maybe it was his imagination, and maybe if that was the whole story, you could try to explain it away. But the next day is what makes this so different. His mom tells him she had a vivid dream, a nightmare. Something demonic was tormenting her. And the thing was holding her up to the ceiling in the home office. The same home office where he had been researching all that dark stuff. The same room, same topic, same atmosphere. And according to him, he never even told anybody what happened. So now you're sitting there. How did that something know what he was doing? How did that something know his name? Why did his mom dream about the same exact room? Why was that moment so powerful enough to make him never research that stuff again? Now, I'm not saying every dream automatically is spiritual. And I'm not saying every scary moment is demonic. But I also don't think we should be so logical that we ignore the discernment, because the Bible is clear that the spiritual world is real. If we look at Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, it says we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. And sometimes God's warning doesn't come as a little feeling. Sometimes God will let something shake you just enough to save you. That moment scared him, but it also stopped him. It broke the curiosity, it created a boundary, and maybe that was the mercy of God. Not God trying to traumatize him, but God saying, you don't need to go any deeper into this. Because not every door is meant to be open. Not every rabbit hole is innocent. Not everything you feed your mind is neutral. And maybe for you, it's not symbols or demonic imagery. Maybe it's a website, a certain type of content, a conversation, a person, an obsession, something you keep going back to even though every time you touch it, your spirit feels off. And you call it curiosity. But deep down, it's becoming an obsession. So here's the real question. What is God trying to warn you about before it gets deeper? Because sometimes conviction is not punishment. Sometimes conviction is protection. So drop a comment and tell me, have you ever had a moment where you felt like God was warning you? And did you listen? Subscribe if you want more storytime videos like this, where we take real experiences and look at it through a faith-based lens.